Hi, my name is Allycea Weil, parent of 2 amazing kids raised in public schools, seasoned school volunteer, former PTO president and vice president, proud disruptor of systemic oppressive systems, and your candidate for school board director for District 5. Having worked with families and staff to bring equity to schools, I have seen and felt the impact of harmful district policy. The inconsistency in policy not aligning in budget decisions and the overall toxic environment during engagement meetings, pitting families against each other to fight for resources. It's disgusting. As an advocate in equity, I'm experienced in having difficult conversations and breaking down complex issues. I come with a curious nature to understand and find resolution with minimal impact to the most vulnerable communities. My neighborhood is the Central District. I shop local, support local, and advocate local. My experience informs my practice, and my work is grounded in community. I see this job as simple, not easy, but simple. Find and evaluate a superintendent, rebuild trust with families and school communities, and empower the youth so that they can chart a path to success as they define it. This is your district and mine. It needs to feel like that. We need to fulfill our promise to end the school-to-prison pipeline by expanding our investments in community organizations. In the Central District and in the Black community, we know that we keep us safe. We need not only radical transparency for families, but giving them a voice in what is cut or what is expanded. These are just a few concepts I hope to bring to fruition as your school board director for District 5. I need your vote to help bring radical change that is much needed in this city, so we can shift away from trends of privatization. Our public schools belong to families it serves, and it's time to change this unbalanced power dynamic. Thank you.